Alright, hello everyone, happy Dawntrail. So, two things that I need to make clear. Number one, that I will be going to the final zone on Dawntrail, almost at Endwalker. And two, I have my air conditioner on because it is way too hot in my house on the second floor. So if you hear anything in the background, it is that. So hope you guys have had a good Dawntrail release, early access. Hopefully you have gotten what you needed done. I am going to be focusing on crafting and gathering because that's what I'm known for. I have recently just finished my gather melds, and I will be working on crafting next. And I'm going to be working on my accessories because the left side has been melded slightly. So my next step is trying to beat out my indicator accessories for the next gear that's going to be coming out in 7.1, but we're being prepared for the battle gear in 7.05, which is going to be July 30th. Alright, so the first thing that I need to do is, of course, stock up on materials. And what I need the most is white pepper and the Ranique chuck. So we are going to head over and go grab some. Hey skeleton, how you doing? And you're very welcome. So I spent way too much gil, but it was all worth it. I got my crafters and gatherers up to 100 because of it, and I melded my gatherers accordingly. Because RNG, unfortunately, doesn't like me sometimes, but I managed to get it. I've also managed to get my GP up to 1,000 with, of course, the food, but unfortunately do not feel like it's necessary. The cons definitely outweigh the pros, but I do think Fisher benefits from 1,000 GP more than Botanist and Miner. For Botanist and Miner to actually benefit from the 1,000, we need better cordials, because 400 off a high is not enough. So as you can see, I got 945, and the only way to get to 1,000, if I can find it here, is the Musaka, which gives you 55 GP, which is exactly 1,000. But I recommend just trying to getting it to 930. That's all you need for the legendary node. So, the guild I've made so far, I think it's around 6 million. Which is basically just me selling materials and stuff like that. It's like prices are already dropping below where I like them to be. So, like I have a dilemma, do I make a guild guide now or do I make it later? If I do it now, by the time I get enough information and sales, and then give it out to my members to get it first, hey Kurt, and then make the video, by that time, a lot of the prices will probably drop below than what they are now. So it's like a hard conundrum. What do I do? Do I wait for people to kind of like stop being stupid, or do I just say screw it, we'll do it now, and then whatever happens happens? So basically that's where I'm at right now. I feel if like I wait until Savage comes out with the books, then I probably could make the guide then. Because at least I'll have enough information, and some of the materials should skyrocket in price because of their necessity. So I think that's what I'll end up doing. And as for my next videos, I have the Myth Brine video. I just have to make the thumbnail, add the description and all that stuff to release it. Then I have to record the Myth Root and Loam for Botanist and Miner to get that out. And then make a prep guide for 7.05 so people know exactly what to stock up on for the new recipes. So that's my itinerary for the next few days. That's what I was selling to John, and the ore for the ingots and the logs were selling for way more than the materials itself. And I was just this morning fixing the ore for the Kasnar ingots, and then because somebody was selling like 2, and then they dropped it down the price, so I bought them out, and then right as I was putting mine up for 1600, somebody just drops it like 300 gil. And I'm just like, well, that was just pointless. So I ended up selling my 99 for like 99,000 instead of for over 100. It's just ridiculous. It's, you know, it's always what happens every time. People just take that one person to screw everything up. How many do I need for this recipe? I need 1 each. Okay, so I can probably stop there. Alright, now I need to get some garlic. So heritage found. And then I gotta make a video for all the legendary nodes and locations and times. So I gotta do that as well. So yeah, I spent 17 million leveling up my crafters from 1 to 100. And that was all from my submarines. For the past few months I was stocking up on all the accessories, and then I sold them all, and then I used that as my wallet to gather and craft everything. I overpaid for a lot for some Leaf Quest items, but I think it paid off in the end. Hell no. I've seen Valgrimenda fight Extreme, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need my samurai for that one. Because I'm still not 100% comfortable with Dragoon just yet. I still feel a little bit uneasy about it. You know, with Spine Shatter being removed, and Nashron and Gear Skogel being no needing to be prepped and all that. It's just it's a big shift from what I'm used to. And I'm waiting for the other one to be fixed. Yeah, I think they already did that already. Hey, Breeza Tricks. Hey, Phantom. Oh, Demu, thank you for becoming a member. Speaking of that, I really have to redo my outro or my credits again. Because number one, a lot more people have either left from Patreon and, of course, joined. And for whatever reason, adding new people to the credits somehow makes the audio kind of like do like a mic hit sound. I was like, okay, so I had to redo the whole thing. So thanks for becoming a member. The hard part is remembering who's a member on Patreon and all that, so I don't have to go back and look and put everybody back on. That's the hard part of it all, is that you have to redo the whole thing every single time somebody joins. Oh, I got Spirit Bond. So yeah, all the materia that I put in are basically cheap and walker melds, but ultimately what I'm doing, you need, let's see here, 4754 gathering to get yield plus on legendary and 630 GP for the gathering attempt. As for the perception, you can get that with the stuffed peppers for a gatherer's boon increase, but if you don't want to use food, you can just use the Pioneer's Gift 1 and 2 and jack it up that way. And then for collectibles, just easily eat the Pond's cake to get it up there, so you guys can do max for that. Until we get new gear in 7.1, then I think the melds alone should self-sustain yourself without having to use food. Yeah, it's a good spot because you get the script exchange unlocked. So that's a good stopping point. And the last zone basically has the legendary and the ephemeral, so there's not really anything you can really gather there that's necessary, so. Yes, the beginning of the expansion, which is the 0.0, you get your first gear, which is the level cap. 7.1 is left side, and I think the main hand tool. 0.3 is where we get full left side and then full right side. In between is the script gear upgrades. And that's basically how the cycle goes. And then of course you get the relic tools. That comes probably in 0.3. Which you all know who the NPC is going to be. We got a Geralt clone from Solution 9. Yeah. Well, last expansion, people accidentally had to remeld because they got, I guess they screwed up, or they didn't wait until we saw what the stats for the new gear. So what I would say is, if you're not in a hurry to make the new gear, hold off on overmelding until we get the new recipes to find out what the breakpoints are that we need. But for me, I never do that. I always go off the old melds that I have on my last gear set, and I just basically use the new materia to replace them, and that always worked out for me. But I would wait until Savage comes out before you overmeld everything. So stock up on materia now. That's the books come out on July 30th with Savage. So get your purple scripts ready for that. I personally would go with the stuffed peppers if you're doing Dawntrail, or go back to Endwalker. And then you guys can do the trained, was it trained hand or trained eye combo to get that done faster. Or you can use the custom deliveries to make it faster. Well, as I just said a few minutes ago, you probably weren't here. Last expansion, hey Daniel, last expansion some people had to remeld and they lost a lot because of it. So in order to make sure that you don't accidentally, you know, make that mistake, I would get as much materia as possible, wait until 7.05, which is July 30th, and then overmeld based on the stats required for the new battle gear. I, personally, like I said earlier, just replaced what I have on my indicator set, but with the grade 12 materia. And that always worked out for me. But I'll make sure to add that in my prep guide for 7.05. Now, Savage, the regular raid comes out for us, but the Savage comes out on July 30th. So, yeah, Dawntrail released last Tuesday. It's 2 weeks after the launch of that is when the normal version comes out. Hey, Law. Australia, huh? Cool. I'm always surprised how far my videos reach, so I'm actually happy they reached you guys down there. You're welcome, Cheyenne. The toe mats, yeah, I believe the toe mats do come out on the Savage version. Because they don't come out right now, because I think they want to make sure that no one stocks up on those just yet, so those should come out with Savage as well. So make sure you have your aesthetics capped out by the 30th. No, it's always during the Savage. But I could be wrong. Ultimately we'll find out by then, but I'm pretty sure it's July 30th. But if anybody has any recollection from Endwalker when the first raid came out, if we did get the books or the battle gear by then. You probably easy go on the lodestone, look up the patch notes from Endwalker to clarify. Hey Punisher. Congratulations on finishing the story, by the way. Yeah, I think I have enough garlic. See, the problem is, the last expansion, I leveled up my battle jobs way too early. So I ended up having nothing to do for the later half of Endwalker, and this time I'm not making that mistake again. I'm holding off on doing the jobs that I don't play till later on, so I have something to do. Whatever the mount is, I can wait for it. Tombstone Matt's blaze come out on with the Savage. Oh, nice, revisit popped. Okay, I wish I knew that before I could have spent some GP. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm doing pretty good, Phantom. Now that I got basically everything I wanted to get out of the way, my anxiety has gone down. So, there's that. Mostly anxiety of getting stuff done and stuff like that. I don't know if you want to call it like exciting type of anxiety because like you're excited to get stuff done. Oh, there it is again. Usually it's really rare to get revisit so far, like so close to each other, but when it happens, boy, it happens. So yeah, it took me 3 days to beat the story. It would have took me 2, but I had some time away the Saturday of early access, so I had to get it done on Sunday. Would have taken even longer if I didn't go to Dynamis. I think I have enough garlic. With the script gear... The script gear doesn't come out until 7.2. Because the script gear will be helpful to making the battle gear... No. How does it go? The script gear now is equivalent to the crafted, but you need the high quality materials for the battle gear. 7.1, we get crafted. But would the script gear be... In 7.2, we would have to get some kind of new script gear in order to make that set of battle gear. Now I'm thinking. I always forget when the script gear comes out. We got the script gear right now, which was left side. For the life of me, I can't remember. We have the script gear right now, which is the left side, and the main hand tool. I think when we get the next set of script gear, we get the offhand. So we don't get accessories and then a new set of script gear until 6.4. I'm gonna have to look back at my cycle video to remind myself. Alright, I got enough garlic. I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Alright, so now I need more dark rye flour, which means that I need to go Garlemald? Nope, Labyrinthos. Alright. If you're planning on doing that, it would be risky over melding now. But I don't want to give out information that's probably going to end up hurting people. But it's like, hey, original goal. But like I said, I usually just replace the old ones with new materia, and that has never failed me when it comes to crafting new stuff. Currently, I'm all decked out, 100 on everything, crafting and gathering. And for battle job, I only have a Dragoon at level 100. Everybody else is the same, and I haven't picked up Picto or Viper yet. So that's 100%. Nice. Now, if you want to do this without high quality materials, then it's going to become a 2-button macro. Okay, now remember, every single time battle gear comes out, script gear gets upgraded. Because the script set from before can't do the battle gear when that comes out during point 0, point 2, and point 4. So now remember. You always upgrade it when new battle gear comes out so they can do it. Ouch. I've been there before, where I blew so much materia just for one slot. I think it was like 130 materia all at once. Yeah, you have to, do I? Wait, didn't I have a 1-button script macro for orange scripts? But then again, I do have pentamelted accessories from Indicator for that, so yeah. Actually, no. I actually fixed it. You know why? I had manipulation and waste not two backwards. So when I did the video, I was short durability. But swapping it, manipulation first, by the time you get to the end, groundwork will just be able to be put into the macro. So remove train perfection, swap manipulation, and waste not in the macro, and then put groundwork where train perfection would have been, or at the end, and that would fix the problem. It didn't occur to me until I looked and then reversed it. It's like, okay, now it works. So I fixed the macro in the video. But I'm going to redo it anyway when I get my accessories melded. Alright, I think this is enough to make the flower. It's not in here, so I have to go look for it. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we can make 17. This is what level again? I can't use trained, can I? Oh, I can, okay. I forgot I'm level 100. Don't mind me. Okay, I did. That's all it takes. So I think I have it here somewhere. Right. It's like, it's one of those things where you just don't realize it until after the fact that you get it done. Same thing with my gatherer melds. It occurred to me, wait a minute, I can reach the thresholds that I need so you don't have to use food. So leaving that as an option. So that's why I went back and remelded everything. took out the CP, and I took out for the both hands and the legs. And I was like, you know what? I can fix this, so, you know, we can spirit bond and still have, you know, stats that actually work with the gear. I do think it's funny that we don't even need like grade 12 over melded just to reach the legendary nodes and stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's kind of convenient, but I kind of wish they would make it a little bit harder. See if everybody else is gathering the same thing. The only hard part with the culinary in this expansion is they put monster drops for the food, which is the filet, alpaca for the peppers, and then the buffalo chucks from the raniques. So, because one of my free company members were doing fates, she was capped out on 1,500. It's like, okay, since you're not doing anything with them, can you like get me like 300 alpaca fillets? So, right here, she got all 300 for me. Oh, so the Lobo do drop those, okay? Because I've done some Lobo maps and I haven't seen one yet. Speaking of. That should be on the right side, possibly. Sometimes the map doesn't, there it is. Alright, since I'm, here, I might as well grab it. Let's go to Namook, since that's the closest. Can I just say I love the dragon gear, but I don't like the hair ponytail coming out the back of the helm. I could have done without it. 99,000, Jesus. Going the wrong way. So if anybody wants my opinion on how I like the story, I liked it that the fact that we weren't the center of attention for the first time in like 10 years. And the fact that this basically felt like Pokemon, where you had to like go to the different gyms to get the badges. Like in here, he's Silverpaw, and in Dawntrail, it's like you got to go to the different electors to get their tablet for your thing. So I think that was pretty cool. Hey, Original Ghoul, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. The more people that become a member, the less I have to re-edit the credits. This is one of those that spawns more. Disintegrated. Oh, it moved. from the dash attack. And also, I have another gripe with Dragoon, the disembowel. I just feel like the damage should come out sooner before the animation finishes. That's just like a little nitpick of mine. And the glide, there's a slight delay between action commands. But other than that, besides shatter being removed, I quite enjoy. But of course, I'm not a very good advocate for AoEs. I don't like line AoEs. They're just too inconvenient, especially when the enemies are basically pushing each other, because they don't kind of like stack up together. Okay, well this was a this was a dud. Ice crystals, which is still the worst, and yeah, that was garbage. All right, so back to what I was doing. I need to make the tacos, so I'm out of chuck, and I'm afraid to find out what they are on the market board. So let's first find that out, and then, if I have to, I'll buy them. No, they're pretty easy at level 100. Oh, also I have to ask, when you guys are doing fates, did you see the numbers like stop? Because when I was doing fates and Ukupacha, they stopped at like 23, 24. No, they stopped at 20 out of 40. But then like when I switched to like a different instance, like all of a sudden then they started going up, or like they kind of like caught up with my progress. But then they kind of stopped again, and so I was like, I don't know if I was the only one that it's happening to. But I definitely think it's a bug or something. So I really have to do this. That's R-O-R-R-O-N. Okay. Copy. Paste. There we go. Oh my lord. Dude. Oh my god. You know what? It's faster than Fates. I'm sorry. I'm not doing Fates right now. I'm too busy. Again, I have 6 million gil I made so far. I am not being stingy with my gil. Especially when I actually need to get moving here. Alright. So, Orange Macro, where the hell are you? Alright, 6600. So as you can see, muscle memory, manipulation, then waste not to. And then of course, no, I don't bother with that. The level 100 materials, basically what I was selling. So yeah, let me repop the macro up here. So as you can see, Dream Perfection removed and groundwork is at the bottom. So that's what was the fix. Somebody mentioned it in a comment about it too, so they kind of reminded me to make sure to switch them. Nice, what's spirit bonded. Nice defeat. Let's see what I got. Number 10. That is a seat control. Nice. Did I? I did not put him on my hotbar. Let's just do that. No, the basic level 100. Like, well, there's a 98, so 11 silk. The Claro walnut logs. The acacia logs, probably pronouncing any of these wrong, but those ones. Let's see, the raw Kaznar ore, white gold ore, raw black star. Ambrosia water still sells pretty well. that's still used. Right, headpiece. Oh, nice, 13. So let's see. So I got 2 CP11. Really? That's like spirit bonding your gatherer gear and you get freaking GP. The ambrosia water from Shadowbringers and Walker. Where is it? Do I have any? Did I put them away? Oh, there it is. So let's see here. So they're used in the Crashmarine, Tasani, or however you pronounce it. They're for the gem saps, rarefied dexterity, the controlled. Let's see. Yeah, basically that's what those are for. And then of course this ink. This ink is for books and stuff and music. So yeah, the water is definitely useful, especially if you're doing gear for the Leaf Quest turn-ins, or your Grand Company turn-ins, or selling them. Smart. I had my retainer get them to level up to 91, which I have to go check on because they're continuously leveling up at the moment. I don't really have to overmeld right now. I'm still getting materia for that. So that's what I'm basically doing scripts for. Yeah, Supremo, I can do that. I gotta make a final video for that though. Alright, so my miner is all taken care of. I still have to do my botanist tools. So this is what I have in my tools so far. The last one is going to be free for when we get the new item in 7.1. Here's the headpiece. The body. The hands, which are pretty easy to cap out. The legs. The feet. The offhand, I completely melded. But if I need more gathering or whatever, I can just fix the last 2 if I need it. Earrings. A necklace. The wrist. And both rings. I think they're melded slightly different. Yeah, the second to last gathering is a 11 instead of a 9. But this is enough to get your 930 GP for legendary nodes and the, what was it for gathering? 4754 gathering for the characteristics. And if you want to hit perception, which is 4907, just use stuffed peppers. High quality to get there. And you should be just fine. And then for collectibles, again, use the Pond's Cake in order to get the scrutiny and scour to max. Oh, you're welcome, John. How many? With overmelding? God. I would say a lot. Probably like over, maybe like 150, maybe 200 of grade 11. Because those are the ones you're going to be overmelding the most. And as for grade 12, enough to go into the guaranteed, but oh, that probably was a poor on Baragats. But for overmelding, since you're only going to be doing that for the first overmeld, I probably would say maybe like 100 or so. Just based on how RNG is with 17%. Yep, so the grade 11s are pretty easy to get. I got all my materia from the Meki quest, so basically all my materia came from there. And then we got custom deliveries. I've used them as well. And leveling up my crafters with collectibles also helped. So see, there really wasn't any reason to use leave quest to level crafters because you're going to be doing materia farming anyway. So it's like, why would you want to do the work twice as hard when you can do it and kill two birds with one stone? You get your materia and you get your levels quick. Yeah, leave quests would honestly give you more experience, but like I said, you're gonna have to do double the work if you're doing it that way. Yeah, spirit bonding. You need like, I think 17. I think so. You have to gather like 17 times or whatever to even get something. That would be too convenient. Again, that's grade 12. But the good thing about the changing to spirit bonding, that the materia definitely is more expensive because of it. That's the only benefit for that. When you overmeld your level 100 gear, it will beat out the script one, but the script is a good one to start out with. And I think it's always been that way. So I had to use my miner script tool for a while before I actually went ahead and melded it to beat it out. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but do you guys think the music for Tuliolol is just kind of not fitting it very well? Because I'm not like, the jazz thing doesn't bother me, I just feel like it just doesn't fit the zone that we're in. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I will say it's better than Razat Han. Hey Leslie, how you doing? How many did I make so far? May 12th. So I got a bunch of the volcanic grass for the video for botanist and miner. I figured if I have these ahead of time, I don't have to worry about gathering them later just to make it into the video. Right, so while I'm doing this, I can be selling some things. Yes, it is. This is not the one I wanted. There's this retainer I wanted. Alright, so where's the garlic? $17.99. That's around where it's supposed to be. Alright, we'll leave it at that. So yeah, so as you can see, this is where it went downhill. It's like, look at this. It was up from 1,700, and then it went down to less than 1,000. It's like, there's no reason for that. That's what ticks me off. Raw Black Star. Again, this dipped down this morning. So yeah, this definitely went down, then kind of went back up. Because, you know, certain people don't know how to sell things correctly. White gold ore. Hey, Uncle Otis. This is actually doing quite well, actually. Last time I checked, that was a little bit low. Now, why hasn't this sold yet? Oh, of course. This went down. See, this is why I didn't want to make a guild guide so soon. Because things are still kind of like trying to be steady. Yes, because you need 5 each. So, like around 95 is where you ultimately will need one more. Since you can't go up to, you can't sell more than 99. Yes, Hyro, Guild FOMO, definitely. So that's why I sell 99. Because somebody can just go ahead and get one more. Because a lot of times people just like always have like one left over. And ambrosia water, not over 1,000, but still, people need it. When it comes to the legendary nodes, they are. I feel like they're cheap. No one's buying them as often because no one knows what they're used yet. But if you're smart, you would stock up on these now, as soon as possible. Even with the sands, like the sands are 5,000, and now people are starting to buy them. But I would hold off until the battle stuff comes out, because the new gem saps will, or the 2-star gem saps will use sun glit. The loam is around 5,000, the root 6,000, and the brine 10,000. But no one's really buying them just yet. So yeah, spearfishing. I did the video. They did jack this up to 8, and botanist and miner only go up to 3. I don't know why they just didn't do both, but it is what it is. We all thank them for it. Tomatoes, this really should have been higher priced, because the tomatoes are used for making the chili sauce, and chili sauce is used for stuffed peppers, which is for purple scripts. So I think they lowballed it here. Oh, you should love a fisher. It's so fast. I'm not kidding. Patience 2, find a fishing hole, and just like you get like 500,000 just from that. It's ridiculous. The Meki deliveries are super easy. They show you exactly where to go, what bait to use, and it's just a little bit of patience. And all the experience goes right into it. It's just ridiculous. And then you go to the ocean fishing every, well, for me it's every even hour. Alright, I want to... let's make at least 15 and we'll go pass these in. For those of you who haven't been to Solution 9 yet, you're about to find out what it looks like. Oh yeah. A lot of it was for the video, so half of it was from spearfishing, and the other half was from botanist and miner. The good thing about those sands, you don't really need food for them. The melds work just fine since they are level 96. I can't really say that I have a favorite zone in Dawntrail. Alright, so there's two different foods. If you're doing collectibles, it's the Pineapple Ponds cake, high quality, because you don't need the extra GP, because 900 works just fine. Legendary, it's stuffed peppers for the perception, and the GP if you don't want to meld for 930, because that's what you need. Yep, these are the best ones for orange scripts that I know of. I think Carpenter also has an easy one. I can check after the craft is done. And what did I just sell? Oh, the garlic. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that would be the collectibles with level 100 star, 1 star, and then of course the regular 100. Alright, who asked about the, yes, both of the food are from Dawntrail. Let's make one more. Since I'm just about out of room. But the worst part is about trying to gather materia. You need so many Aether tickets. Oh my god, I ran through so many just to get them. So I'm gonna be doing Blue Mage again just to get my Aether tickets back. So I ran through so many. Alright, let's head over to Solution 9, pass these in. So yeah. I love that. I love that sound when it makes it. I wish we can have this in our house. I would love that. Retainers, I feel like it's like just send them out for materials that you need at first, and then give them the gear that you used on your main as you level up through Dawntrail, and just like let them gather for you. or if you want, just have them do quick adventures. And they usually come back with a couple million, or at least 1,000,000 plus experience. I don't know if they're back yet. Yeah, they're not going to be back in another 54 minutes, but it's just basically let them gather what you need, quick exploration, give them your gear when you're done with it, and when you get to level 100 with them, then give them your old gathering gear and your old, or go get your level 100 gear and give it to them, and then get it again for yourself. Basically, that's how you do your retainers. Alright, so we have over half before I have to go spend my materia. Because they're 500 each, so I can get 5 materia. Hop over the desk. Let's see what I have so far on me. I have nothing in craftsmanship. I have 2 in CP and nothing in control. I need control. Okay, so that takes care of that. So let's make 1 or 2 more so I get another materia. And then we'll see what I need to replace. Because currently I need to replace the grade 10 in my hands. And then I have to replace the grade 11 CP. For both the legs and the feet. These were just temporary. Welcome back, Punisher. Spirit bonded. Actually, let me pass this in. See where I'm at. Good. Let's grab 1 more. Let me grab the CP one since I'm going to replace it anyway. Okay, let's come up here. So I need to replace this grade 9. And pray that I can get back that 11. Not meld, I want to retrieve. 80%, that's not bad. I'll still fail. See? I'll still fail, of course. It's whatever. Okay, so 11 CP is the cap. Yep. Unfortunately. That's why I hated about Miner. You go through all that effort and just for the damn thing to fail in the overmeld. Then replace that with control. Because my pants had control and CP. So I replaced it with higher control and higher CP. So then for the overmeld, I would put again a grade 12 control. And then let's see, craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is only 15 that you can add in. And usually you don't want too much craftsmanship. So that's why it's better to put control into your pants instead of craftsmanship alone. It's the better benefit. So for the pants, it's CP and control melds. Well, after this, it's just control since CP is already capped. So that's going to be for that. For my hands, even though, yeah, for my hands, I'm going to have to take that 10 out and put the control 12 in there instead. And then overmeld the grade 12 craftsmanship, and then add in the grade 11 control. As for CP, you're only getting a 1, so that's not worth it. So hands is craftsmanship and control. And for the body, I need to add in another control 11. And then ended it with a craftsmanship 11. And that will be done for the body. My headpiece, I'm going to have to replace the control, because no CP is not worth it, because it's only one. So yeah, these melds are not that difficult to do. It's just replacing the old ones. Alright, so back to making more tacos. So later today I'm going to be editing, well, it's already edited together, I just need, like I said, I have to put the description and all that for the Myth Brine Sand, so I'll probably be putting that out later today. And then tomorrow we'll work on Botanist and Miner, so that'll be out for tomorrow. Then I have to update my meld video, so I have to make that again for gatherers. It's always the case. You always will get more crafting, because crafting is a lot faster. Thank you, Uncle Otis, and it's only because I have more time to do so. Otherwise, I would still be behind. Because last expansion, when I was doing my 80 to 90, I did each individual level. And unfortunately, I don't know if because I wasn't, oh, there goes the logs. I don't know if because I wasn't, like, popular enough, or just for whatever reason no one cared to watch those videos. So this time, I said, you know what, screw the individual ones. I'm going to do 90-100 in one fell swoop in one video. And look what happened. That sucker went over, I think, 14,000 views. So I made the right decision this time. I learned from my mistake. Because the rotation almost never changes until you get at least level in 95, or in that case, 85. So, and by breezing through with all the levels, you don't really have to worry about making anything in between. But I know most people don't want to rush from level cap to level cap, so that you would ultimately do stuff in between. Same exact thing I said to myself, Tyler. Even though I do hold respect for Ash, I feel like because he's doing individual levels, it's taking him a little bit longer for him to come out with his. Which I really wish that he would, you know, take a little bit more time to edit them, because some of the videos he's been putting out, I feel like he could have edited down better to not have so much, like, you know, filler in some of his videos. But I know that he has a job now, so he doesn't have the free time like he used to. So because he has a job, I understand that he can't, like, make sure that's, like, completely, fully edited to the max. But it's like, I feel like he could have done just a little bit better. But that's just me. Like when he was doing the Fisher quest for the turn-ins, for the Meki ones, he kind of could have removed a good chunk of the things that he was doing in the video. But that's just me. But again, I'm not throwing shade at Ash. I'm just because I guess I'm like in his situation now, where it's like I am doing this for a living, and not having and instead of having a real job I used to have. So it's like him and I kind of like switched life positions. He got his job now, then so he doesn't have too much time to really put a lot of time into the videos. But the difference between me and Ash has more people that watch, more people that are subscribed to him, and they always flock to him majority of the time. So he can he has the luxury of not making anything for like a month or two, come back, make one video, and that thing skyrockets because he is who he is. So for him, he has that luxury of doing so. So in a way, I'm kind of jealous of that. But it is what it is. If I had a better mic at the beginning of my YouTube career, I probably guarantee more people would have flocked to me a lot earlier. But I'm not a tech guy, so it was kind of hard for me. Because I was using like a headset for a mic, not a professional, you know, microphone like I'm using now. Plus the thing with him, with Jolson, I think his accent also kind of draws people. You know, like some people can't resist a good accent, especially if you're European. Yeah, I've seen that too. A lot of people do use that. Same thing with Mione. He's got that smooth, deep English voice that a lot of people find appealing. So I can understand why he always gets a lot of views. Of course, he also gets a lot of flack from people who are just stupid. Yeah, it's true. So, I saw a tweet from Mr. Happy. He hasn't really crafted, doesn't really do crafting at all. His Goldsmith hotbar has a Realm Reborn 2.0 abilities. Like, what was it? Like Reclaim, Rumination, Steady Hand, and like abilities like that. I was like, holy crap, he hasn't touched those things in like forever. And just based off of the icons, I was like, holy crap, I remember that ability. I remember that. I remember when we had affinity for elements. Brand of Lightning, Brand of Wind, and all that. It's like people who don't want to get rid of Chitin off their hotbar, even though it's grayed out. Alright, let's get some more. Let's see how much we got now. Nice. Another 3 materia. Yeah, I don't remember that happening. Hey, Wild Scar. Which ones? Oh, let's see here. I'm gonna have to go with control and CP the most, because with crafting, you usually don't have to stock up on. You don't have to meld too much when it comes to crafting materia. So yeah, I need. Gonna go with more control, just for now. Okay. Now, what do I need to remove? That's all set. That's set. I need to replace that craftsmanship with control. So retrieve. Let's put in that grade 12. There we go. Pants are good. I need to swap those out for grade 12, CP, and control. I do not have a CP, do I? Yes, I do. So I can replace those right now. Alright, are you going to break on me too? Oh, nice. Got it back. Nothing lost, nothing gained. So I said... This is a 12, right? Gotta double check. Grade 12, okay. Goes there. And I'll put back the CP. Cap that out. Alright. So, headpiece, done. Body piece, done. Hands are done, legs are done, and feet are done for the guaranteed. And I just went with grade 9 CP for the tools for now, but I'll probably have to redo those. Now the question is, I don't think I have to change. Let's just double check to make sure the progress and everything is the same. Because whenever you change your stats, always double check before you do them. Okay, so that didn't change much. Should I stick with spirit bonding for gatherers? Spirit bonding does take some time, especially when you're trying. If you're doing both legendary and script, you will go through more aetheryte tickets and or guild faster if you try to do both. So you really don't, like I said in my last meld video, you don't really need grade 12 gathering materia right now. That's more for in 0.1. So if anything, I probably would say farm the lesser materia for a little bit faster, since they only need purple scripts for those. Punisher, you are a masochist for playing 1.0, because from what I've seen and heard, that was a nightmare. So I don't know how you managed to deal with that. Back when your gear used to break, when you melded or whatever it was. There you go. Yep, those level 100 materials or level 98 materials, they are selling like hotcakes. Yep, yep, I saw that, Christopher. Yep. Of course, if that was really how the gathering was right, was like now, forget about it. It's like, what were they thinking back then? As they say, I think somebody said that Yoshi P is Japanese Jesus. I forgot which video I saw that they called him that. Alright, we got 2 more to go, and we'll probably switch over to the gathering for a little bit. Oh my god, I was like, I just was thinking about that right now. It's just very mellow music. It's just very, it's just like, shut your brain off and just listen to it. Can I just say one thing? The new fursuit that they added into the game is cursed. That chipmunk squirrel thing is the most is even more cursed than the toneberry. Alright, so let's pass these in. That's like, who thought of this? Alright, so I got my control taken care of. So at this point, I need to start over melding the grade 13 materia, so I gotta go back to control again. Alright, so let's see what we need to over melt first. Alright, so the headpiece is going to be first with grade 13. Pray that I can get this in one shot. Alright. Oh my god! You're kidding me. Okay, I lost 3 in the process. Whew. Oh boy, that was nerve-wracking. Yes, if you're doing gathering spirit bonding, just meld cheap materia. If you're going for spirit bonding, and just go with that. That's basically what I did. Even though I used like CP materia to fit. Hey Marcelina, thank you. That's what I did to spirit bond my gatherer gear before I ended up just like melding it all together. I just used CP4 in the legs and the hands just to get the spirit bond up. Alright, so what was I doing? I gotta compare first. So this was craftsmanship in the over. Already did that. The hands, I need the craftsmanship in the over meld for that. And then it's control, control. Okay, so this is over meld on control 12. No. Only the beginning city state of the expansion has one, but the end hub doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Can I get a one shot? Nope. That was a fail. I didn't see the control go up. Alright, so that's not bad. I got 1, 2. I got about 2 pieces over melded, which is okay. Alright. Now, let's repair. Alright, so you need for these collectibles to be 100% on Scour, 4800 for non-1 star, 4830 for 1 star. And that's for both crafting, gathering and perception for the max. You probably would need more if you want to get the meticulous to be a little bit stronger. I think it goes up to 25%. But ultimately, it's just getting the Scour and, of course, Scrutiny to maximized. And over here is kind of look close to my face. Alright. Macros, where are you? This is for Legendary. This is for collectibles. Okay. So now we have everything we need in my alarm tab. And we get 30, which is nice. So we can stick more. So 6 a.m. seems to be the next one for Botanist. So let's see. It's going to be in Shaloni. Actually, before I start, I gotta go get more food. Before I even do that. Oh, there goes the mind. Mind also, the gem draft. Which, quite honestly, that bothers me. How the hell, like, we get gem draft of mind. That's like such a mouthful. Like, I get tongue-tied just from trying to speak that. Like, couldn't they make it a little bit easier? Stick with tinctures. Like, this is the expansion of hard to pronounce words. Yeah, I'll take 10. That works for me. Alright. Oh, my perception on Botanist is slightly low. Damn. That is a no bueno. Don't have any low ones, do I? Yes, I do. Okay, this will work. This is temporary. There it goes. Yep, my Pond's pineapple cake. And yeah, what is with these? It's like, did they name these after Rogadins? Like, did they just face roll their keyboard when making these names? Like, seriously. There was someone, I think they made a document about that, how to pronounce the names. Me either. I know somebody did make a document about that. Wait, am I not correct? It should come up as unspoiled, but why isn't it? Oh, duh, 6 o'clock. I forgot I set that timer to remind me a couple of minutes ahead of time. Alright, we'll just gather a bit. I can get some bark. Oh, bark. Sell bark. It's needed for a leather worker. Forgot to add that in. Oh, revisit. Look at that. We're gonna have to get revisit on the collectible, but not this one. So yeah, I kind of I was really pissed when gatherers didn't get nothing besides prime touch for meticulous integrity save. That really pissed me off. But now that I saw how good revisit is, I retract my statement. Both suck. I'll be honest with you. I did that and it sucks. But I would go with collectibles to get your materia. It's the most direct. Might as well go ahead and wait over here. So this is where the snake boss will be, the one they saw on the benchmark for the scales. I think that is for the capybara mount, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, it should be around here. That's from the quest. I think that's for the Aether Current quest. Alright, thanks. Yeah, I missed a chance of doing it because I wasn't level 100 at the time, and I didn't have flying. So unfortunately, I missed my chance. Alright, so I got my food. Probably shouldn't have popped it so prematurely. Alright, I just had... I need 900 GP. That's enough. 100%. So, Scour and Meticulous are 100%. This definitely... I think this goes up to 25%. And right now, we're at 33. This is based off your perception rating. But when we get to 7.1 gear, this should be a little bit higher. So priming touch, that's what it was, doubles or increases the chance of this happening. And then the last trait can make this high collectible standard, which will also increase this. So I got a 58% chance of this proccing. Pray to God it does. It did not, unfortunately. So we're going back to this again. That works out. I got saved. Thank you. High standard, triggered, and I got another save. So, there you go. No skin off my nose right there. So let's collect one. No Eureka moment, that's okay. Now, I recommend going with Scour if you're going to be doing materia farming with less than optimal here. Because if this thing triggers with Scour twice, then it should give you 1,000 out of 1,000. Any tips? Wait for me to make a video about it. But if you're trying to do it yourself without anybody's help, high quality materials will definitely help. Put those back in. So now we wait for the next one. So I think that's going to be 8. If I look here, it's 2 to 4. That's 6 to 8. It's 10 to 12. Let's see here. What's for minor? That's 12. That's no timer. That's 4 to 6. 8 to 10. Here it is. Rarefied manganese. That's on the other side. And trial synthesis, yep. So usually what I do is I test out the quality first. And then I see what my rotation would be. You need the level 100 gray set. So I saw back to what I was doing. You do the quality first in trial synthesis, obviously with no goods or excellence. Then you see what your rotation would be and how much is left over. Then you calculate in high quality materials. If you do not have it at 100% quality, even with high quality materials, that means you have to change something in your rotation or get better stats. Once that is 100% and you've got that taken care of, then you focus on your progress. Once that is figured out, then you do it as a whole rotation. Don't worry about goods or excellence. And if you have enough CP, then you know that you are 100% good to go. Your quality is good, your CP is good, your progress is good. You know all the high quality materials is all set to go, and that's how you determine it. Well, that's how I do it anyway. And I hate that that turtle spins as well. That kind of ruins it, in my opinion. That is from the what was it? The hunt marks, the nuts, I think. So that thing, I'll get it, but I'm not gonna ever use it. So we're just waiting on the next item. Again, dizzy just looking at it. Eventually I'll get the bike. The 7 million, or what was it, 7,400,000 gil bike. Eventually I'll get that. Maybe I'll use either my submarine money or the money that I'm using for the gil video. Eventually I'll use it. $7.5. Okay, thanks. See, if it wasn't for trying to figure out the threshold to break to get scour and scrutiny to work, I probably would have never overmelded my gear. There it is. It's like either you do it right or don't do it at all. And I need my GP back. Also, the 1000 GP. I got it. I just need to use the Mosaka to get it. I think I mentioned earlier in the stream, I have hard time finding the pros to outweigh the cons of 1000 GP. Fisher can use 1000 GP, but for botanist and miner, the only way you can actually benefit from it is when you actually are starting out your gathering. Other than that, it's so very hard to benefit from it. So this is 63%. There it goes. Ah, nice. Awesome. And now we do solid reason. Eureka moment would have made it perfect, but whatever. Fingers crossed for a revisit. Nice. Spirit bond there. Give me a revisit. Nope. You're always going to tell when revisit is when the node doesn't go away. And I need to do a severe inventory dump. Got these from my submarines earlier. There we go, and I can just go ahead and sell those off. Alright, let's go back and get rid of these, and then pass in some of the collectibles. I guess this is another pro. I'm getting a revisit on 1000 GP. Especially when it counts. So these are 36, and then the highest was 36 as well. Or 38. You know, I think it would. I think it would. Because they would ultimately go to the next one when the thing drains. Square Enix, you sly SOBs. Oh my god. But how would I'm pretty sure people will probably find a way to get to like fix that problem. But if they can't, smart on Square Enix. I'll give them props on that one. The white ore did not sell yet. And of course, this is what happens. Number one, never sell them in odd numbers. Except 99, obviously. And if you're selling 99, go based off the other 99s. Don't go based off something like this. Probably gonna get more garlic. So let's go ahead and do this. White pepper is also good. Except when people do this. I mean, why? What is the point of doing this? This is what pisses me off. This is why I hate bots who do this, or just people in general. Then it's like I gotta waste my gil fixing their mistake, or fixing their potential mistake. Exactly, they do exactly that, just to piss us off. Alright, so 10 a.m. is the next one, which is right now. Which one was it? Wind's Balm. I think I have to go, you know where. Alright. Going to the final zone to get this, obviously. Try to go as far as I can time-wise before I show it, but I have no choice. Which is going to be here. This is where the what you call it, the gathering specific Aether Sands are going to be, as well as the well, some of the script items. Hey Socket, how you doing? Alright, we're almost there. I gotta use regular since I don't really need high. So both of my free company members were basically like going through and like seeing how like how they the mounts move. Bell pepper I haven't tried yet. I haven't really gotten there because I'm not doing those. Nice, there's one. Double, very nice. And Eureka moment. Truly blessed. Now, the trifecta we're beginning to revisit. Nope, no revisit. Womp womp. Alright, okay, since Punisher said bell peppers were doing good. Where are they? There they are. I haven't even gathered them yet. Alright. I do love Square Enix's, what's the word I'm thinking of? Was it leniency, I think the word is, on swearing in the game here? Like they have, like in this area, they had people saying shit more. Which I was like when Clive said it during the event. I was like, well, if he can swear, why can't they put swearing in the main story? And then I was almost taken back when Luke Lamont said it'll be a pain in the ass. When she said that, I was like, oh my god. It was the first time she swore in the story. Can we just agree how creepy this is? And also, let's see if I can zoom in. Or here it is. There it is. Is that really necessary? Is it really necessary to give him? Okay, hear me out. If the cactus can get an ass slider, why can't we? I mean, come on now. That's not fair. You give the cactuses an ass, but you don't give us. That's just prejudice against us. And by the way, what was the naming convention of this place? Again, I swear to God, they face rolled your keyboard. It's like, yeah, that's a good name for these. Oh my god. I'm surprised I'm even actually able to say Tuli Yolol. Now the ash soil is up. Yep, the Texas meme is alive. Oh, it's Aztec. Okay. Ass soil. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, the fates are retroactive too. Shadowbringers also has the bonus applied. I haven't tested it for gemstones, but I'm pretty sure the gemstones are retroactive. I do gotta test that though. Alright, so the ass soil is back here, so I have to come here again. The time, I want to say the time in between these nodes are separated enough where I think you can benefit from 1000 GP. But the problem is you're not getting the max because no, actually you are, but the Musaka, you are getting the 1000 GP, but the problem was I was short, like I think one gathering. But I don't think, would scrutiny work? I have it here. Scrutiny is 4830 for perception, but you won't get that with the Musaka. That's the problem. So ultimately, 7.1 when we get the new gear will fix that problem. I think, I hope. Ooh, we got a gathering at 10+1. Very nice. Awesome. Alright, solid reason, don't fail me now. Nice. Alright. Good RNG. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, solid reason cannot be triggered unless you have less than max gathering attempts. So it's a fail-safe so you don't accidentally waste your GP. Because trust me, I did that before. Multiple times. Nope, no revisit. Alright, let's see what we get. Alright, we end up getting... Oh, I don't want GP. Oh, it's like getting a grade 12 getting a grade 12 materia and then you find a GP. Cool. Perception this time. I'm out of room. Oh my god. It's like I cleaned out everything. I'm still stuck with everything. Can I just discard something? Yeah, discard the gold and the ruby. There we go. No, not retrieve. Alright. And, we got another GP, thanks. And a perception. Alright, so let's do an inventory dump because I need room. You know how many times I had to record because I couldn't say Tuli Yolol? It's like if you say it slowly, then you can say it. Like Tuli Yolol. See? It's so easy when you say it in like 2 syllables. So at this point, all the material I'm gonna get, I can just sell because I don't need it anymore. Yep. Well, Dark Mahogany is up. Anything in Dawntrail is 11 and 12. Anything below that is obviously through their expansion. Yes, I can. I did it earlier, but I can do it again. So, I'm starting to put my melds in the description of my videos, specifically so I can stop showing them in the video. And it's like, yeah, if you want text form, down below. This is where I don't spend half the time just showing my melds. So, this is going to be for botanist and miner. So this is the tools. I'm leaving it open, just in case I need to make adjustments when we get the 7.1 material. This is the headpiece. The body, the hands, which is easy to cap out because the low perception gathering rate, the legs, the feet. Hell no, this is not best in slot. Hell no, you don't even need best in slot. It's not even worth it. The offhand, earrings, necklace, the wrist, the first ring, and the second ring is just the same thing but with a grade 11 in the fourth slot. And that's enough to get you 1000 GP if you use the Murasaka on the legendary nodes. And that's enough to get everything through collectibles and such. Okay, Dark Mahogany goes next. And that's going to be below Mamuk. See what Teamcraft, they do it for like optimal melds and stuff like that, but it's not necessary. As for the materia, I don't need it until 7.1, so I would ultimately sell it to make gil, and then when I need for the next set, then I start getting more. I don't need to wait for my GP. As long as I got 900. $63. Good, it worked. And I got a save. Nice. Nice, double tap. Collect. Ageless words. No Eureka moment, but that's alright. Nope. No revisit. Right, so that would have gave me almost 1,500 scripts. I think that would get me to where I need to get 5, 10, 15, 4 perception materia. So let's do that now. And I'll show you, I guess I'll show you what the perception is right now on my server. I also did a lot of this back and forth, back and forth. Yes, I did. Alright, let's grab some perception and see what they're selling for. Let me grab the other ones. This was perception. So I got 6. And that's about it. I gotta get rid of the old battle materia. We get the food for the recipes, so we'll most likely get new food. So I wouldn't worry about that right now. As for the pots, definitely Sunglit Aether Sand. They are going to be reused for that. If we look back at Endwalker, book number 9, tinctures used the grade 5 alkahest and then of course the sand. But then they used stone hard water. I don't know what the equivalent to ours is. If I had to take a wild guess, it's the these things here, the Nepali flower. I think this might be used for pots, and the sand definitely. If they do the same thing they did last expansion, they might be using the gem sap for the pots itself, but the regular ones, they use sanctified water and these here, so either they're going to go with the gem sap for the pots or they might go with the sanctified water, but definitely they're going to use the Aether Sand. Now I gotta remember, where was the material? Yes, that and the scripture can be used as well. No, was this the retainer I sold the material on? Yes. So, what was this? I think that was Perception 11. Yeah, oh no, I think this was Perception. This was Gathering. And then this here, this was Perception, and this was Perception, so this was 600,000. Alright, let's see what it was. Oh, that's because I was selling for 600,000 for the whole lot that I had. Okay. I was confused, like, it went down from 600,000 to 100. I'll go with low. So I would say 2 to 3. The consensus is around 1, 2, and 3. Oh, look, 420. That's funny. Alright, so we'll stick with that and pray that somebody buys it. Level 92. So we got the lar ore and the mountain rock salt. And you guys can get the old stuff as well. So I'm gonna go with the lar because the level 92. This was a lead quest. I'm still not sure that's gonna sell. Well, that's just stupid. You don't need stuff you don't need the in-between gear. So never do what he just did. Or she. Doesn't make any sense to do that. Alright, so I'm just testing the waters. What was gathering a perception note? Perception 11 is at 14,000. Yeah, because people are realizing you don't really need grade 11 and 12. Unless you're going balls to the wall. Alright, so people who want to know about Fisher, I think majority of these fish are lead quests. This one here is for crafting, the one I'm getting is for crafting, and I think the rest of them are just, I know some of these are spearfishing. So yeah, I think most of these are for lead quest and crafting. So that takes care of that. Let's dump some materials that I don't need right now. Which is basically everything. Let's put away all that. Just gonna vendor that, don't care. I'm gonna put that in my free company chest. I'll just vendor that, it's not worth selling, just one. Always sell that, because not too many recipes require it. I'll get more later. What was this? White, I'll still hold on to that. Alright, takes care of that. The fillet in there. I gotta keep all my relic weapons, so when I level up my other jobs, I don't have to get another weapon. But not fishing at the moment. Next node is up. I'm gonna stash this. Oh, I'm out of room. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now I can breathe. Okay, So we're going to turn these off. Because I don't want to gather those right now. Okay, so these logs are going to be 12 to 2 a.m. and p.m., which is going to be here in Kazamauka, even though it's not really how it's pronounced. They did pronounce it in the story, so that's how I'm pronouncing it. The flowers are in Shaloni, right about here. That's going to be 2 to 4 a.m. and p.m. And the black seed cotton balls are in the last zone at 4 to 6 a.m. and p.m. right here. As for minor, Terali Alumin, or Alumin, right here in Heritage. Where's the Heritage? No. This is an Ukumacha, or Pacha at the bottom. And we also have the Harmonites in the last zone at 6 to 8 a.m. and p.m. right here. And the fine silver ore in Shaloni again right here, and that's going to be 10 to 12 a.m. and p.m. So it is 6 p.m. now. Let's go get the Harmonite. Now what did I say I needed? For the perception I needed 4907. Oh, I do. I have stop peppers. Oh, I'm looking at gathering. Oh boy. 4922 perception. Okay. I was wondering why that didn't go up. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. So we get Gatherer's Boon at 4907. You will see this more often. And max GP 930, so we get Gathering at 10 plus 2. Now the question is, do I want to use my GP for that to get Gatherer's Boon up? Yes, you do. Nalthal's Tidings, King's Yield. A lot of people would say solid reason to give you more spirit bonding, but I'm going for materials. And then right before it ends, Bountiful Yield 2. But as long as you have 4480 perception, that's the lowest you need to actually gather. As long as you have that, you're good. Nope. No revisit. Alright, so I have so far over 100. Very nice. So let's check my macro here. Let's pop that. So now my legendary nodes will pop up in my feed here. So the next one. Yeah, where's the 8 o'clock one? Alright. The Alumin is next. So Ukapacha at the bottom. Pop that, and now we wait. So Veligormanda took care of this place, all the claws and the fire and stuff. When I was doing the normal mode, I'm like, I can just see what extreme looks like. And then when I saw the video, I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get this in a reasonable time. And then the last boss, like the second last boss, the second trial. If the extreme mode has the mechanic that I hated, then I know I'm gonna have a hard time with that. Because I had a hard time with Zodiark and Endwalker with the meteors. So this mechanic that I'm thinking of is gonna be just as hard if they added it in, or if they kept that mechanic in. But hopefully I can get the wings sooner rather than later, like I did with Zodiark. Zodiark was the first mount that I got, and I rolled a 99. I'm like, thank God I rolled a 99 so I never have to deal with it. Oh my god. They bought it. Oh my god, 401,000 gil. That is amazing. And there goes the other one. Make that 800,000. So yeah, I went with cheap melds in my over slot, and then the rest I just basically sold. Sell them while they're worth it. Alright, so this is Gatherer's Boon and GP again. And we'll just do that. I know, right? No revisit, but I'll take it. Alright, so we're at 100 alumen. Or alumen. However you pronounce it. And, of course, we wait again. So, if you go with the 1000 GP route, you will have enough time in between the collectibles to get the 1000 to be worth it. Ephemeral, not so much. Because it's better to do 900 GB for ephemeral and then go straight into the 600 and not waste time if you're doing the botanist and miner version. But I think that's overkill. So while I'm here, what's in these nodes? Mountain salt. Let's see, what is mountain salt used for again? Vegetable soup, so basically nothing useful. No, the steak. Ah, okay. The steak is the CPU control food of the crafters for this expansion. Well, at least for now. Until we get new ones. Yeah, I can use more. Aha! Now you pop on me. Let's just do this. Alright. let's go back to getting those peppers, because I was originally going to sell them for the first time, and I want to make sure that I don't lose that chance. So where were the peppers? That's collectibles. Back to Shaloni. How much did they go on your server, John? And should I be prepared for that? Because if it's lower than the 100-something thousand, that's bad. Each? Or is that like for a couple of them? Yeah, the more people that are melded and taken care of, the lower they will go down eventually. See, that's what you call impatience. People who do that are very impatient. Alright. Next is the silver. Same area. Nice. Not have to go too far. Now there is a script fish called the wasp. Something or another, whatever it's called. It's a folklore book fish, and I don't know what the trigger is, but I'm having a feeling it's probably wind, like the gales, because it is over here, sky fishing. So I'm thinking that's what that fish weather condition is. But I'm still waiting for the Carbuncle plushie site to update, and or Fruity Snacks to make a video about it. He was his fishing videos has been very helpful when I was doing my legendary fishing. So I'm still waiting for him to grace us with his videos for that. Oh, by the way, how cute is this? The tumbleweeds. I thought it was cute when they used one of them in the cutscene, like the old Western cliche of the tumbleweed during the duel thing you see in the Western movies. I thought when they used like one of those guys, I thought that was hilarious. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, it's like don't use Gatherer's King's Yield. Do the Gathering one so you get more spirit bonding. Well, not nonsense. Well, it is true now. You should be doing that if you're doing spirit bonding. But my priority is getting material. Getting materials. What did I get? I ended up getting Gathering. Cool. Alright, back to what we were doing. I will have to say, even though Dawntrail wasn't as emotionally punishing as Enrucker was, I do have to say the points in the story that were I feel like they should have gave us, at least give some people a content warning, you know? Because some people do get triggered by what some of the scenes in the story, like, happened, where it was really like, wow, they really should have warned people about that. Because there were some points in the story where it's like, took me back to when I was like a child, a kid, and all that. I was like, that really hurt because like I know what that character felt in that moment, and I felt like they should give like a content warning. But I will have to say, in the 11 plus years, what are we? Did we pass the? Are we on the 11th year, or are we going on to the 12th year in August? I don't remember. I think we're in the 11th year. Anyway, it took me about 10 or 11 years to finally find my favorite female character, because between all the expansions, I never found one that I actually liked as a character until Wook. She was the first female character that I actually liked. Because maybe it was the innocent nature of hers that kind of what I liked about her, but it's like she was just like trying to prove herself, and I guess in a way I kind of know how that feels. It's like she just wants to help everybody. And let's all be honest, you cannot say that she does not have the cutest ears. even someone in my free company, she goes, yes, I totally agree. She has the cutest ears of all the female Hrothgars in the game. She has the cutest ears, because I think those are unique to her character. That, and I think that and her eyes. I think her eyes and her ears are her best feature. And to believe it or not, even though I'm more, you know, I like the male types. What the hell am I talking? You know, most people know I'm gay and all that. But the thing is, I actually like the female versions better than the male versions of the Hrothgars. I don't know why. I think it's because the females are more slender and they stand upright. That's the more type that I like when it comes to body type. So I think that's why I like the female body type better, minus the boobs, on the females than I do for the males. I know it's kind of weird, but I really wish the males were like the females. I'll stand up straight, but make them more, you know, make them more muscular. Then the male Hrothgars would have been better. But that's just my opinion. Of course, it's not like I hide my sexuality or anything like that. I just don't talk about it very often. And there goes the white ore. Nice. Alright, so back to what I was doing. 12 o'clock is the logs. So this is going to be down here. In what? Yaktulal. So, those of you who don't know, alright, I'm going to wait just a little bit for my GP. Oh, hello, Jade, by the way. What did I say I needed? I just needed, let's say I needed 150, 650, 850. So I needed about 950 for this. For everything. And again, I'm getting a gathering and perception. So GP and the perception, it seems to be triggering more than the gathering characteristics. What did I just do? What am I missing? Oh, okay, I was missing this. Couldn't think of what I was missing for a sec. Now let's gather. Alright. That takes care of that node. And I'm a complete idiot. I forgot the spirit bond potion. By the way, it goes up to max of 5 for gatherers. So when you're using the potion, make them normal quality if you're using them for that. Little tip. In case you forgot. Crafting has no limit, but gatherers have a limit of 5. Alright. Pop record. No, don't attack him, you idiot. Oy vey. I was trying to target the node, but I targeted the enemy instead. Thank you. Anyway. Do I have enough? Yes, I have enough peppers. Now, let's go back to the retainers and see how much the peppers go for. Alright, so... of course Pip bought them. My friend Pip, obviously. She's probably not watching it, but thanks to her. Completely forgot retainer to sell them on. Really? Only 900? One person's buying them all, but still not. But the reason why they're needed, they should be way more than this. What the hell are people crafting for purple strips? That could be that's probably why. Not too many people are. They're probably focusing on orange. But still, that should definitely be higher than that. Really, the garlic didn't sell yet? Oh. Okay. Hey, Carnage. Oh, the Ishka restoration. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. It's definitely going to be easier to do the sky points in Ishka restoration at level 100. Especially with the 1000 GP, would definitely help out a lot. Alright, let's go back to Shaloni. Or Salami. Or Texas, however you want to pronounce it. Funny thing was, Mr. Happy and Slides are in State of the Realm were making fun of the zone, of the name of the zones. Like, here's Houston. Here's, shoot, what did they say for the M? I forgot what they said. Something about Houston, Dallas, or whatever. just making fun of the names. Oh, we got Gatherer's Boon up this time. No GP. I still haven't seen the Gathering one yet, and that's Yield. Oh my god, I forgot to use the damn potion again. That's okay. Alright, so we're gonna have a lot of these materials. Alright, you know what I haven't gotten in a while? I need the Kaznar ore. I haven't sold those yet in a while. Oh, forget the Spirit Bomb potion, yeah. So you want to hear something that happened to me a couple days ago? So one night before, usually at night, I usually have like a bowl of ice cream for dessert. I wake up the next morning, and the freezer was still open. All right, so like the little rubber part that seals it was still was not all the way closed. I opened it, everything defrosted. I had 4, maybe 6 of tubs of ice cream, all melted. I was so pissed because most of them weren't even opened yet. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. That's the Black Sea Con. So everything refroze, and then basically what happens to the ice cream is it became like almost like an Italian ice texture to it. So I pretty much had to like wait for it to melt completely just so it would be like regular ice cream. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. But luckily everything else didn't go bad. I mean, I still am gonna eat it, but it was just like, I can't believe I did that. I pulled a SpongeBob. I left the door open. And then ice cream wasn't cheap. It was the Friendlies brand too, and at least at my store, they're like $5 a piece. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Wasn't really a fan. But, never really ate their kind of ice cream, but usually I just like this plain flavors. The only one problem that I have with ice cream is the sherbet. They never, for whatever reason, they never blend the orange, like when they use real oranges to make the sherbet ice cream for it. They never grind it up enough, because like you always get like almost like the pulpy taste, or the bits of the orange in there somewhere. And like I can never stand that stuff when they do it. Like the other ones, because there's like three like it's kind of like a Neapolitan type. So it's like you got lime or lemon in one, you get the orange, and then you get like raspberry in the other. The other two are just fine. But when it comes to the orange, you always get that pulpy, that stuff that they never seem to grind well enough. Before I forget. Oh, I'm in the zone. So I gotta go get it now. Before I forget. Oh, that's right, my botanist is not fully melded yet. Well, rip on that one. So if you don't have the perception cap for this, you're going to get at least 28 perception. So in this case, I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to go for yield for this one. Of course, the food fell off anyway. Got one more. Damn it. Oh, there's a spirit bond right there. That's okay. So we got 25 out of that. Let's see, offhand tool. Alright, so that takes care of that. And I got what? Really? See what I mean? GP. You get a grade 12. It's a GP, of course. Alright, so I have some memory retainers, so that's 99. Gotta get more white pepper. And the garlic hasn't sold yet, so I'm not gonna bother putting any more up yet. And I need more white gold ore. White gold is back in Heritage Found, I believe. Yep. I forgot. Sorry, for El Papa, I forgot to answer your question. For me, and I'll be honest with you, because I had to because I wanted to rush to get the content out, I ended up buying some gear, overpriced, but I ended up buying it for that purpose. But that's going to be determined on you. I personally would make it over buying it. But there really is no rush. Just take your time, No problem. Just glad I caught the question before you left. So I'm not used to having so many people in one stream for the very first time. So a couple people might get missed in the shuffle here. Yeah, the best way to get motivated is watch somebody else. Oh, thanks, Naz. I appreciate that. And your little kitty icon for your profile. Oh, I gotta get up. Oh. Hell no. I only do Savage when it's unsinkable and pretty much breeze through. Which I have to go back and defeat Gaia for my Eden mount. So thanks for reminding me. Well, the only Savage that I did, and I guess you can't really cheese it, because it, I think it sinks you down, was the Lubrum Regine Savage. I think that's the closest thing I ever got to Savage. So I don't have that kind of time to dedicate to dying over and over and over again. Heck, I couldn't stand dying in the expert dungeons in Dawntrail. But extremes I do, yeah. I know some people like, if you can do extremes, you can do Savage since it's not that much harder. It's like, well, you don't know me very well. Because with extremes, you don't really have to know your job very well. So, thanks to a couple of commenters last week, I ended up going back to my old mic that I had, the HyperX Quadcast that I had, because for some reason I think the other one that I used when I was trying to fidget with it for the podcast that I did, you know, Chili's podcast, the Moogle Go Around, I don't know, something probably happened to it with the settings that screwed it up. So some people were saying I was too low, some people were saying it was too bassy. So I was like, you know, screw it, I'm going back to the old one that I have. I think it worked. I think it sounds better, in my opinion. Level 100 nodes. So Heritage Found is a perfect place for it. I think I already have mine. Yeah, I already got mine. Let's use level 100 to get them from. And don't forget, the treasure map dungeon comes out on July 30th as well. So that's going to be very exciting. Alright, so now we're going to go on the other side so I can get some black star. believe that's the other side. Yep. Since all the relic, all the level 100 tools require black star. The aluminum is next. But I'll probably skip that one since I already have 100. I want to focus on these. These dipped in price, but these were expensive when I was selling them last week. Any idea which crafter to max between both those two? Let's see. Well, they both make the same thing, really. One makes gear, the other makes tools. So I would go with blacksmith first. The one thing that they did this expansion was they stretched out the gear to different jobs. So armor makes rings, carpenter makes the feet. So they also make the neck, the wrist. Armorer makes the rings. Goldsmith makes the earrings. Carpenter does the feet. Weaver does the legs. Leatherworker does the hands. The weaver does the body. Leatherworker is the head, and of course blacksmith is the tools. So they kind of stretched them out. Damn, 33% putting in work. So far the queues haven't been that bad. I mean, I logged in peak hours the past 2 days, and it's like maybe like a handful of people in the queue. It's like, this has to be one of the smoothest launches I've ever seen in my life. Well, except that disconnect we had back there like last week. Oh my god, that reminds me. Oh nice, it worked. Cool. When I was when the disconnect for Aether happened, I was in the fishing zone here. Right here. I thought that this fishing spot was out of bounds because the ground was like just like blue and you couldn't really see it. And like, oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm not supposed to be here. This is a glitch. I'm never gonna get out of here ever again. No, we just disconnected. It's a real spot you have to go to. We just disconnected, so I couldn't even transfer the dynamis to get myself out of it. You're welcome, Tex. So I was like, oh my god, I'm stuck here forever. I always prioritize blacksmith over armor. So that was a scare for a sec. I thought, oh my god, I'm not supposed to be here because of the blue floor. Once I get these 100, we're gonna put them on the market board. I was gonna say, I thought that was a dragon. It's just the B rank. was like, I don't think there were dragons in there just found. Oh. Yeah. I said to myself, I think you probably need to go underwater to get to that spot. The one thing I hate that they did with spearfishing, last expansion, they gave us one. They basically just gave us both the white and purple script fish straight up, but in Dawntrail you have to catch, or spear in this case, these guys, the glistening discus. You need, what is it, 16 of these to spawn the depths, which is the hidden one. Then you need to catch these ones here, which is orange script fish, I think 3 or 2, and then you need to catch the speckled peacock bass 3 or 2 times to spawn the orange crab script fish, which I had a hard time figuring this one out until I just saw the video about it. So you want your scripts during spearfishing, you're gonna have to work for it. And then the other script fish is the condor, which you need to use the ambitious lure to trigger that one, but you can still not catch it even though it ultimately worked. The gig is not really used for anything except for catching speared fish. And so because you can't really miss with spearfishing unless you have bad accuracy, it's like as long as you get your spear in the area of the fish, you can't miss. So adding in stats to it ultimately was pointless because there really is no weight to it in terms of stats. So ultimately I think that's why they did it. Of course, the original was switching between large, medium, and small. But fishing, you really don't need that much stats to catch the fish, so an offhand really wouldn't make any difference. Alright, so this is going to be the last set. So let's go to the retainers, put everything I need, because I think I reached the point of the stream for tonight. I usually don't go this long. The longer I go, the more, you know, issues I start having, you know, headaches and just eye strain and all that, so. Plus I'm getting hungry, so it's probably the best time to stop. So, I always kind of stop end stream with the stuff of selling before I stop, so. But this is a good time. I definitely enjoyed myself. Hope you all enjoyed yourself. I appreciate all the love and support of the past videos. I got so much more to come. Giggity. So definitely be prepared. I gotta get that Myth Brine Aether Sand guide out. Whoa, hello. Oh, Pip, you went way... She went gangbusters on this thing. Holy crap. So then I gotta get that. I gotta get my finalized meld guide for gatherers out. What else was there? Was that it? Black Star, the Kaznar, the gold. Huh. Guess that was it. Alright. Alright, so for those of you who are new, I forgot, I'm so bad at this. The link to the Discord is in the description down below. If you guys want to support the channel, besides just watching the content and, you know, the views and all that, you guys can become a Patreon supporter, YouTube member, or help me on Ko-Fi or Coffee, or whatever the site is called, however you like to call it. You guys can support me on there. I have tiers as low as $1 if you guys want. But otherwise, you guys can support the channel for free. It's up to you. But if you do become a YouTube member, you do get a badge next to your name, access to my emotes, early access to my guild guides, and of course the list of items ahead of time, so you guys can take advantage of that and all that good stuff. Alright, so all that will be in the description down below. And also make sure you let me know what you want to be called during my credit scene. This is why I can add you on to the list. Or you guys can opt out of it. It's up to you. It's better if you don't want me to add your name, because it's a lot easier to edit it in. But that's all in the description down below. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next stream, which will be very soon. And I will see you in the next video, which I'll be working on after I'm done here. Alright, so take care guys. Love you all. And have the good rest of your day.